Hello everyone, welcome to MMA Wired. First up, let's look at why Nate Diaz is calling out Khamzat Chimaev. The 37-year-old fighter Nate Diaz has been getting increasingly frustrated. He has only one fight left in his contract, but he just isn't getting an opportunity to fight. His contract negotiations with UFC have also been rocky, and Diaz has gone to the extent of urinating in front of the UFC headquarters just to show how pissed off he was. Now, Nate Diaz has criticized Khamzat Chimaev for getting married and avoiding fighting him. In a tweet, Diaz said, "I've been trying to fight for a year and months. I also tried to fight Khamzat for the last month and a half, but he was hurt, had visa issues, overweight, and now his bitch ass is off getting married instead of fighting. WTF. I'm trying to get a fight with a real fighter, ASAP. July, LFG." Khamzat Chimaev responded quickly saying, "You are funny. Are you high? It seems like you've been smoking." So it seems like Nate Diaz wants to take on Khamzat Chimaev. Rumors of this fight started heating up when the UFC leaked that Chimaev vs. Diaz could happen in UFC 276. However, there hasn't been any updates about this matchup ever since the leaks. Khamzat Chimaev is not the only person who Nate Diaz has called out. Nate Diaz has been itching for a fight with Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, or Michael Chandler. Next up, let's look at why Conor McGregor says he will box again. Conor McGregor made his boxing debut in the big money fight against Floyd Mayweather. Though he lost the bout via TKO in round 10, he still wants to continue boxing. That isn't a surprise. The event was a commercial success, and McGregor is said to have made at least $100 million from that fight. However, McGregor has made it clear that he wasn't in it just for the money. He loved boxing, and he wanted to continue boxing. In an interview, McGregor stated,
"My first love in combat sports is boxing. So, I had such a great time the last time I was out there. Obviously, my return will be inside the octagon for the UFC and mixed martial arts. That story is far from over. In fact, that story is just being wrote. It's just beginning. So, that's where I will make my return. But boxing for sure, I will grace the squared circle again for sure in the future."
So, it's not like Conor McGregor is calling it quits on his MMA career. He is currently working his way back to fitness after he suffered leg injuries during his UFC 264 against Dustin Poirier. McGregor is due to make a comeback later this year. He recently gave an update regarding his condition. He said,
"Body's doing good. I'm out here with my full team. Obviously I'm enjoying the Monaco Grand Prix. And then, after that, we're gonna up the training a little bit by bit. I should be able to kick now. I have another CT scan now in the coming days. And then I'll be clear to kick. Once I can kick and grapple, I'll be back in no time. So boxing training is going well, and strength training, and that's all. I'm excited to get back."
Let's now talk about Tai Tuivasa and what he has to say about Jon Jones. UFC officials have revealed that they were finalizing a heavyweight bout between former interim champion Ciryl Gane and Tai Tuivasa on September 3rd. The matchup will take place in France in all likelihood. Tuivasa could earn a heavyweight title shot in case he wins over Ciryl Gane. Tuivasa recently called for a fight with Stipe Miocic, with no luck. But he'll get the next best thing in Gane. During a recent interview, Tuivasa spoke about Jon Jones.
Jones is probably the best MMA fighter of all time. Doesn't matter, fucking, I think if he fought lightweight or anyway. But he's still a dickhead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't. He is what he is. He's the greatest. I think he's the greatest. And my personal opinion, he's the greatest MMA fighter of all time. But if you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? If I ever got the opportunity, I'd fight him.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to be a part. That's something. I do this to say, fuck, you know what I mean? For one day I fought the champion, I was like, fuck, I fought him. Win or lose, maybe I might win and maybe I might lose, you know what I mean? But at least I can say, I had to have a crack and I got to have a crack. And some guys I've beaten and some guys I haven't, you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of live my life. I think, you know what I mean? But if I ever
Fucking good, mate.
had a chance, of course.
Like
I said before, you go people's are people's, good people's are good people's. Whatever happens, happens. If it happens, it's meant to happen. And like I've said, I think I'm going to be.
So, Tai Tuivasa respects Jon Jones and his legacy. But Tuivasa is not afraid to take him on. In addition, Tai Tuivasa believes that he is the future of the heavyweight category. And that's a wrap. Don't miss out on our next update. Subscribe and get your hands on the latest stories before the rest. Who do you think Nate Diaz should fight next? Who should Conor McGregor take on once he is back from injury? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.